Now, violent crime in the Western Cape is taking center stage after over 100 murders were recorded during the last week of September. Gang violence, robberies and extortion are also continuing unabated despite police making arrests. Now, the question is, what are we getting wrong? Why can't the police get a grip on the ongoing killings in the country? Let's talk now to crime and public safety expert, Professor Jacob Mofokeng from the Tshwane University of Technology. Prof, good afternoon. Welcome to today and thank you very much for your time. I mean, for a country that is not at war in terms of your kind of classic conflict like we've seen in other places, the number of people who are dying in our country every day is shocking, Prof.
Well, good afternoon, Braden, as well as your viewers. Indeed, considering that we are not a country, at war with itself, as compared with other countries regionally, it is very much amazing that the extent to which South Africa has been, global initiative against transnational crime has placed South Africa as number 7 globally in terms of how criminal networks see South Africa as a haven, and in the continent as number 3. Then the question is, what is it that we are doing wrong? We look at, the beginning of democratic dispensation where, the South African Police Service came with their first annual police plan. And when they provided with a strategic plan 2000 to 2003. And one reads that particular piece of document. It provides with, so-called a very promising roadmap ahead in terms of how the South African Police Service will be able to, journey together with other, law enforcement, safer communities, as well as the other, criminal justice system partners towards, creating a safer communities in South Africa. Three decades later, we are still grappling with the problem of crime, of criminality, of high rate of murder. Then it just shows that what has been done by the police management. I mean, now and then, whenever the police minister is providing with the crime statistics, one of the challenging aspects that he provide, it will be the stubbornness of cash in transit as well as the other criminal networks that find, so, easy to operate within South Africa. Now he talks about, in terms of Western Cape, he talks about crime, whereby other law enforcement as well as the units will be saturating, that particular place. Is it a good plan? We have seen how the police have been, always reacting in terms of their strategies. They will come with a certain strategic planning in terms of how are they supposed to conduct their services towards that particular, annual year in terms of... Yes, Braden.
Yeah, let me come in there, Prof. I mean, we don't seem to be winning. I mean, I don't know, what are we lacking? We have police service. Yes. We were told there are resources, and they're training more and more police. There were extra cadets just last year coming out of the police academies around the country. So where are we getting it wrong? Is it lack of crime intelligence? Is it lack of political will? Or is it maybe we are too lenient as well?
Well, Braden, we have been commenting on the challenge of crime intelligence, since our democratic dispensation. It will be unfair to compare the crime intelligence of the, pre-1994 together with what we are having now. But we have seen that the exodus of the experts, after, democratic dispensation, whereby, for various reasons, those that were operating within that particular domain, they left the South African Police Service, and there was a drive in terms of the recruitment of the crime intelligence. But what is not okay, it is how the Minister of the Police will lambast at the commentators in terms of highlighting the challenges that are bedeviling in South Africa in terms of the lack of, crime intelligence, whereby, the resources as well as the information that is provided to the police, is optimally, utilized, speedily, so that, those that are responsible for perpetration of crime, they're being apprehended. Most times we see people getting, arrested, but it does not really result in conviction. So it means that there is that gap whereby, those that are arrested can truly be linked. Then it talks about the quality of investigation as well as timely, dissemination of information before certain crimes like murders, such as, what we see now in terms of mass killings or mass shootings are taking place.
The mass killings where guns are involved also brings the other question about the proliferation of illegal guns and what is being done. I mean, it's like such a complex picture, but at the same time, one gets a sense that if other countries have turned around worse situations of crime, we can do it as well.
Yes, we can do it as much as we are doing, comparative study with other international countries. And then we even, argue that we cannot really use cut and paste regarding the context of South Africa. But look at the appointment of police officials, management within, the crime intelligence as well as within the police. Then the argument will be then, what has been done so far, it is not working. So it means that we have to do something different. What could be different? Perhaps then we can look at what the judicial is doing in terms of recruitment of judges as well as, the justice. And then we implement such in terms of if there will be a vacancy in a particular station within, there's a vacancy for the national commissioner. Why can't we involve the communities? Why can't we involve a certain, expertise to be able to recruit people that are supposed to be leading police station as well as the police as a national, entity. What is happening currently? It is that the president, will be, having a prerogative to always appoint whoever, that seems to be suitable to him. But there has been, cries within communities to say that, if you are not aligned to the, to the African National Congress, then obviously you will not be able to progress within the police. So what we are saying is that perhaps then there is so much interference of politics within the police to such an extent that is hampering the effective and service delivery to the communities. We've got policies, we've got national development plan. And then if you look at the amount of research that has been conducted, Braden, you look at the Department of, the City of Cape Town in terms of research conducted in relation to resource allocation. You look at Civilian Secretariat also conducting research in terms of how resources are supposed to be allocated. Yet, we have come across so many models that have been implemented within South African Police Service, but nothing is working.
Nothing, so it means no results, No results, So it's very sad. Thank you very much, Prof. Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs. Professor Jacob Mofokeng, security expert at Tshwane University of Technology.